And then when you are ready with music and comfort and cats and dogs and children and everything, you can get started in a child's pose today. If you joined me for happy hour yoga, that was a lot harder than this will be today. So we're gonna chill it. We're gonna chill it a little bit today. Plus, if you saw today's workout, we need a little chill. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt wrecked after yoga on.
Wrecked. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It was good. So let's start in child's pose, everybody. If you don't know child's pose, you're going to bring your butt to a seat with your heels underneath of you. Bring your big toes to touch each other. Take your knees as wide as you want to go. And then let your butt sink towards your heels. Let your forehead find the mat. And then you can take your arms wherever is most comfortable for you. You can reach your arms towards the top of your mat. You can tuck your arms to the outside of your thighs if that feels better. Just finding a little bit of ease and comfort in this first posture here. And then as we settle into the physical body, let's start to come into our breath a little bit. Just notice what our breath is doing. We don't have to change it. Just notice where our breath is right now. Allowing the physical body to continue to settle. Noticing your inhales. And noticing your exhales. And if it feels good for you, you can begin to deepen your breath here. Allowing a bigger sip of air to come in. And then allowing a longer release of an exhale. A little bit deeper breath in here. And a little longer exhale. And then let's take 3 more breaths like that at your own pace, at your own depth. Inhales as much as feel good. And exhaling to release. 2 more. One more big breath. And then we'll carefully draw hands underneath shoulders here, but press ourselves up to a seat and then come into a butterfly stretch, bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side. I don't know if you can see me here. So rooting down through both sit bones here. Your knees do not have to touch the floor. And then think about setting your shoulders up, back, together to relax your shoulders down. Sitting up nice and tall, as if there's a string from the top of your head up towards the ceiling, and the shoulders are relaxed down. If you'd like to close your eyes here, you can close your eyes. And we'll take a full breath in. And a full breath out. 2 more big breaths here. Full inhale. Full exhale. One more time in this posture. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good, and then keep the bottoms of your feet together, but just set your feet a little bit in front of you so you're creating a larger space in between your heels and your pelvis. Good, butt bones stay on the mat. Shoulders are relaxed back and down. You can keep this posture here with sort of an elongated butterfly stretch. Or if you'd like to start to roll forward, you can start to bring your forehead towards your feet. Make sure your butt stays on the floor. So take that as far as you want to, whatever's comfortable. If you want to stay upright, you can stay upright. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Beautiful. Full inhale. Big exhale. Twice more. Big breath in. One more round of breath. And then we'll carefully bring that torso up. And we'll cross over those ankles, coming into a tabletop position here for a few rounds of cat-cow together. So let's set our alignment before we go anywhere. Make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Neck is nice and long, so you're gazing down between your thumbs. And then your knees are directly under your hips. Good. And then on your next inhale, let your belly drop towards the floor. Lift your gaze up, lift your tailbone up, cow pose. And then finding an exhale to round the back up, tuck the tailbone under, gaze at your thighs, push the floor away beneath you. Twice more together. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale to round the back up, tuck the tailbone under, gaze at your thighs. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly down, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. And then exhale, round your back up, tuck your tailbone under, push the mat away. Excellent. Coming back to a neutral spine. Good, we're gonna tuck those toes under. Set your knees about 5 inches behind your hips, so we've got a long table here. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Perfect, take a full breath all the way in. Exhaling, hips to sky, downward facing dog. So as we find downward facing dog here, take as much movement here as you want to. You can wiggle your hips, you can pedal your feet. You can rock your head side to side. Taking 2 more big breaths here. Full inhale. Full exhale. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Carefully walking your feet towards your hands. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Good, let your head hang heavy. And you can grab opposite elbows and let that head hang down. Take a full breath in. Big breath out. One more time, full inhale. Full exhale. And then we'll carefully come all the way up to standing. Reaching those arms all the way up overhead. Gaze up at your thumbs. And then draw your hands to heart center. Hands by your side, mountain pose. This is my favorite way to start class lately. So standing crescents. I'll face the camera here. So we're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it to the right. Full breath in. Big breath out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center, gaze up at your thumbs. And then we'll exhale it to the left. Big long side stretch here. Full breath in. Big exhale. One more time, breath in. Breath out. Inhale to center, maybe a little back bend, gaze all the way up. And then exhale, we'll swan dive forward all the way down, forward fold at the top of your mat. Grab opposite elbows again. Let your head hang heavy. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more time, big inhale. Big exhale. Bend your knees as much as you can to plant your hands on the floor and then step back to downward facing dog. Once you find your downward facing dog, take a big breath all the way in. Full breath all the way out. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Root down through both hands and the balls of both feet. One more full breath in here. Big breath out. Good, inhaling knees to the mat. Exhaling hips to heels, child's pose, round 2. Take rest, good. You can walk your hands again towards the top of your mat if you want some space underneath those armpits. You can tuck your arms to the outside of your thighs if that feels better. Take 3 breaths here. And then when you're ready, drawing those hands underneath those shoulders, temporarily coming through a tabletop and making our way to downward facing dog. Great alignment, everybody. Great job. Good. Spreading those fingers nice and wide. Sit bones are the highest part of that body. Good. On your next inhale, right leg towards the ceiling. Square your hips. Come up onto the tippy toes of your left foot to give yourself space. And then on an exhale, step your right foot forward between your thumbs. Left knee comes down onto the mat. Torso comes up, low leg lunge here. Good. Make sure your right knee stacks on top of your right ankle. Perfect. Shoulders are relaxed, back and down, shoulders stacked on top of hips. Excellent. Big breath all the way in. Full breath out. Another breath in. And a breath out. Stay nice and strong in those legs, everybody. Palms come together overhead. We'll get nice and tall through that torso inhale. And then we'll exhale it, crescent to the right here. Same side as the front leg. Nice and long through that left side body. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale here. Come on back to center. Maybe gaze up at your thumbs this time. And then we'll exhale. The left hand will come down to the mat. Right fingers to the sky. We'll take a twist. Stay strong in those legs, everybody. Full breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale here. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Lift your back knee off the floor and then step back, downward facing dog. 3 big breaths. Inhaling here. Exhale. Taking another inhale. Big breath out. One more round. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhaling the left leg towards the ceiling this time. Come up onto the tippy toes of your right foot. Give yourself lots of space. Full breath in, look between your thumbs. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Back knee comes down. Low leg lunge this side when you're ready. Good. Left knee stacks on top of left ankle this time. Shoulder blades are back and down even though those arms are reaching up. Full breath here. Big breath out. Palms come together overhead. Give yourself lots of space. Get really long through that spine. Take a full breath in. Exhaling it to the left this time over that front leg. Full rounds of breath. Inhale, back up. Maybe gaze up at those thumbs. And then exhale, right hand finds the mat, left fingers to the sky. Enjoy a twist on this side. One more round of breath. And then the left hand will find the mat. Lift your back knee off the floor, step back, downward facing dog. And then we'll inhale the knees to the mat. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose, round 3. Big breath in, everybody. Full breath out. This time in our child's pose, we'll keep those hips as low as we can. And we'll walk those fingers over to the right side of the mat. Take your head with you and take as much of a sort of side torso stretch to this side as you want to. You can bring those hands all the way off your mat if that feels good. We'll take 2 breaths on this side. One more big breath here. Gently come back to center. And then when you're ready, you can walk your fingers to the left side. Take your head with you. Keeping your hips as low as you can. 2 breaths here. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Good, come on back to center. We'll take 1 big breath in here to reset. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. And then take your time. You can come through a tabletop again if you want to. We'll make our way again to downward facing dog. Sit bones are the highest part of that body in this posture. Root down through both hands and root down through the balls of both feet. Good, nice equal pressure through all of those points. Head hangs heavy. Take a full inhale all the way in. Full breath all the way out. Inhaling the right leg towards the ceiling. Come up onto the ball of your left foot here. Give yourself space. Gaze up at your thumbs. Inhale. Exhale, right foot steps through. Back knee stays lifted this time. Crescent lunge on this side. Settle in. Take your time getting there. Right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Try to send your outer right hip towards the wall behind you to square off your hips. And then we'll sink a little bit lower into that front thigh. Good, shoulders are back and down. Full breath in. Full breath out. This is gonna look familiar, everybody. Bring your palms together overhead. Get nice and tall through that torso. And then on an exhale, side bending to the right. Stay strong in those legs. Big breaths all the way in. Big breaths out. One more time, inhale here. Exhale here. Come on back to center, maybe gaze up at those thumbs, little balance check. And then the left hand is gonna find the mat, right fingers to the sky. Big breath in. Full exhale. Twice more. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. One more time. Inhale here. Full exhale. Right hand finds the mat. Listen for the change, everybody. You're going to step your left foot forward to meet your right. Forward fold at the top of your mat. So you can grab opposite elbows again if you want to. You can grab your big toes if you want to. That's up to you. Head hangs heavy. Two more breaths. One more big inhale. Full exhale. Bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands flat on the floor, and then step back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale your left leg towards the ceiling. Come up onto the tippy toes of your right foot. Give yourself space. Look between those thumbs. Take a breath in. And then exhale, step that left foot forward. Back knee stays lifted. Crescent lunge on this side. Settle in. Good. Make sure that your left knee is stacked on top of your left ankle. And then think about drawing your outer left hip back to square off your hips. Shoulders are back and down. Settle into that left thigh a little bit more. And then palms come together overhead. Take a full breath in, get really tall through that spine. Exhaling it to the left this time, stay strong in those legs. Full breath in. Full exhale. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Come on back to center, maybe gaze up at your thumbs, little balance check again. And then as we exhale, right hand to the mat, left fingers to the sky. Find your twist on this side, 3 breaths. Take one more inhale. Good, left hand down. And then your right foot's gonna meet your left at the top of the mat. Forward fold, grab opposite elbows or grab your big toes. That's up to you. Let your head hang heavy. 3 big breaths. And then bend your knees as much as you need to. Get your hands flat on the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. And then we'll inhale our knees to the mat. Exhale, hips to heels. Child's pose again. Option this time to stay where you are. Or we can get into those shoulders a little bit. You can tuck your right hand first behind your lower back. Palm will face the ceiling if you decide to go there. And then you can turn your head to one side or the other, whatever feels good. One more breath in here. Full breath out. Good, place your right hand back down on the mat again. And then we'll bring the left hand to the lower back. Palm faces the ceiling. And then you can turn your head to one side or the other. Big breath in. Full breath out. Good, place your left hand on the floor again. And then come back through a tabletop, making your way to downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. Root down through both hands firmly. Rooting down through the balls of both feet. Equal pressure all the way around. Full breath all the way in. Full breath all the way out. Inhaling the right leg towards the ceiling. Come up onto the ball of your left foot. Create some space. Gaze between those thumbs. Take a full breath in. Exhale, step it forward. Crescent lunge. We're going to build on this one more time, everybody. Once more. Finding your crescent lunge. Get nice and strong in that front thigh. Ball of the back foot. Square hips. Full breath all the way in. Full breath out. We're going to do an upright twist to the right side. So take your torso over towards the right. Arms get nice and long. Big breath in. Big breath out. Right hand to left hamstring. Left fingers to the sky. Get really long through that left side torso. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to come right through center. Left hand finds the mat. Right fingers to the sky for our twist. You can stay here or you can tuck your right hand behind your lower back this time for a bigger stretch. Beautiful. 3 breaths here. One more breath, everybody. Inhale. Full exhale. Good. Right hand comes back up towards the ceiling. And then both hands on the mat. Listen for the change. We're going to set our hands about 6 inches in front of our right foot. Left foot to the sky, standing split. Fingertips or flat palms, whatever you can find. Good job, everybody. Well done. Taking 2 more breaths here. And then listen carefully, here's our challenge. We're gonna go right back into crescent lunge. So the left foot is gonna find the back of the mat, bend your right knee, torso comes up. Excellent. Full breath in. Big breath out. One more time, everybody, inhale. And then frame your front foot, step back, downward facing dog. 2 big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale the left leg towards the sky. Come up onto the ball of your right foot. Give yourself space. Gaze at your thumbs. And then on an exhale, step that left foot forward. Crescent lunge on this side. Good. We'll set up here. Stacking left knee on top of left ankle. Super strong through those legs, everybody. Shoulders are back and down. Full breath in. Big breath out. Upright twist to the left this time. Get nice and long through all 10 fingertips. And then staying strong in those legs. Left hand finds the right hamstring, right fingers to the sky. Big breath in here. Big breath out. And then we'll come right through center. Right hand finds the floor, left fingers to the sky, find our twist. And then you can stay here or you can tuck your right hand behind your lower back for a little deeper stretch. 2 more breaths here. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Left fingers to the sky, and then left hand finds the mat. Take your hands about 6 inches in front of your left foot, right leg to the sky, standing split. Fingertips or flat palms, whatever you can achieve. Big breath in. Big breath out. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. One more time, take a full breath. And then from here, we're gonna find our crescent lunge again. Bend into your left knee. Right foot finds the back of the mat. Arms come up. Crescent lunge. Good. Full inhale. Full exhale. One more time, big breath all the way in. And then exhale, hands find the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, knees to the mat. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose again. Taking a full inhale. Full exhale. One more big breath, everybody. Good, we're gonna come up to a tabletop. And then from our tabletop today, we're gonna make our way towards pigeon pose because we haven't done pigeon yet in these videos and we need to do it. So you're gonna step your right foot forward between your thumbs. Your back knee is already down. And then you can start to scoot your back knee back a little bit. Walk your right foot over to the left, coming into pigeon. Of course, you can't see my mat, so your front of your leg is like this, right? There you go. Right, exactly. Good. And then check out your butt. You want your hips to be level. So we don't have too many props here, which is okay. So just adjust your front foot as much as you need to get your hips as level as you can. And then think about your back leg here for a second. You can take a look at it. Your back leg should be going straight back from your hip. You don't want it to come out to the side. So it should be straight from your hip. Good. And then you can tuck or untuck your toes in the back, whatever feels good. And then if this is enough of a stretch for you, stay here. If you want to fold forward so that your chest comes down towards that right shin, you can bring your chest down. You can bring your forehead to the mat if it makes it there. Whatever part of this pose you need right here. We'll take 2 more breaths here. So if you want to go a little deeper, you can. Chest can come down further. You can come to your forearms or your forehead. And then if you're on your forearms here, come back up to your hands. Good, tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee off the floor, and then step back into downward facing dog. Wiggle it out. And then from downward facing dog, inhaling knees to the mat, exhaling hips to heels, child's pose. 1 breath here, full inhale. Full exhale.
And then coming back up to a tabletop, we're gonna get into pigeon the same way on this side here. So keep your right leg where it is. Step your left foot forward between your thumbs. Good, make any adjustments you need to. You wanna make sure that your left foot is flat first before we go anywhere. And then you can scoot your back knee back a little bit and then scoot your left foot towards the right side of your mat. Yep, perfect. So bring that shin onto the ground. Exactly, good, nice job everybody. Good, this side might feel different than the other side, that's okay. Your hips might feel like they're way above the floor, that's okay too. We want them as square as we can get them, even if they're elevated off the ground. And then check out that back leg before you go anywhere. You want that back leg to be straight back from your hip. Perfect. Good, and then you can stay. If you want to stay, you can come forward, chest towards the ground, forehead towards the ground, forearms, whatever you can find on this side. This is a stretch both for the front glute and the back hip flexor. Some of you might feel it in your front hamstring, depending on how tight you are today. So just allow yourself to settle into it, send the breath wherever it needs to go. Keep breathing. Two more breaths here. Take one more breath. And then if you're on your forearms, come back up to your hands. Good, tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee off the floor, and then step back, downward facing dog. Last one today. So we'll spend a few extra breaths here. You can rock your head side to side. You can wiggle your hips. You can bend and straighten your knees. You can take one leg towards the sky and then lower it, and then take the other one towards the sky. Taking a few moments here. Full breaths all the way in. Full breaths out. Take a big breath in. Exhale. One more time, everybody. Last breath in here. And exhale. And then carefully walk your feet towards the top of the mat. And then you'll bend your knees as much as you need to get your butt all the way down onto the floor. Seated butterfly stretch, beautiful, good. One more butterfly stretch here. See how it feels as compared to the first one we did today. Bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side. Draw your heels as close to your body as you'd like to. Torso is nice and tall. You have a string that's reaching you up towards the ceiling and relaxing your shoulders down. Feel free to close your eyes here if you want to. We're going to take 3 breaths. Inhale. That's 1. Second round. One more time. Inhaling here. And exhaling. Good, you'll draw your knees together, close your knees like a book, and then wrap your forearms around your shins, make your way onto your back. Give yourself a big hug here. Good, we've made it to the floor, lying all the way down. Good, we'll do a few twists to each side here today. So we'll start with our easy one. Place your feet flat on the floor. Let your arms come out to the side. Both shoulder blades are down. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, let your knees fall to the right. Your knees might separate, feet might separate a little bit. That's okay. Make sure both shoulder blades are down. We'll take 2 breaths here. One more breath here. Inhaling your knees back to center. Again, make sure your shoulder blades are down. Bring your feet back together, knees together. Take a full inhale. And then exhaling your knees over to the left this time, keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. One more big breath here. Big breath out. Good, let's bring those knees back to center. And then we'll make a figure 4 here. So put your right ankle on top of your left knee or your left thigh. Good, left foot is on the floor. Perfect, good. Arms stay out to the side. Good, we're gonna take this to both directions. So take a full breath in. Exhale your legs to the left so that the bottom of your right foot finds the floor on the left side of your body. Excellent, good, both shoulders are down. Full breath in here. Big breath out. One more time, take a full inhale. Take a big exhale. Come on back to center and keep this figure 4 on this side. We're gonna take our legs over to the other side this time. So both legs fall to the right. Yes, so once you make your way over to the right, your right foot hooks on the outside of that left knee. Exactly, good. Shoulder blades are down, big breath in. Twice more, inhaling. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Come on back to center. And then when you're ready, you'll unhook that right foot. We'll take a second here. If you want to draw your knees into your chest, you can. And then we'll make our way back onto the floor, both feet down. Good, and then this time, left ankle on top of that right thigh. Good, shoulder blades are down, everybody. Keep the big figure 4 shape. Take a full breath in. Exhale those legs to the right this time. Bottom of your left foot finds the floor on the right side of your body. Inhaling here. Two more rounds of breath. One more big breath. Good, come on back to center. Again, keeping that big figure 4 shape. And then when you're ready, you'll let both legs fall to the opposite side here. Again, both shoulder blades are down. Perfect, good, 3 breaths here. Beautiful, come on back to center. You can unhook that foot. You can draw your knees into your chest here if you'd like to. You can find a happy baby here if you'd like to. And then we'll release the feet, extend your legs all the way up towards the sky here. So your body kind of makes like an L shape. Good, you can flex your toes so that your toes draw towards your face. Extend your heels up towards the sky. See how that feels? And then if you want, you can point your toes towards the ceiling. Get super long from your hip bones to your toe points. Good, and then you can choose one of those 2 postures with those feet, whichever one feels better, or you can go back and forth. We'll take 3 breaths here. Just keeping those legs nice and long, extended towards the sky. A little bit of an inversion here. One more breath here together. Go carefully bending those knees, placing those feet flat on the floor. And then take a moment if there's any other postures you'd like to take here before our final resting pose for today. Feel free to make any other shapes you'd like. If you are ready for full Shavasana, you can grab whatever props you need, pillows, blankets, whatever you got. And then once you're ready for Shavasana, extend your legs nice and long. Take up as much space as you'd like to on the floor here. Arms can be by your side, or you can take them out nice and wide. You can take those feet out as wide as you want to. And then let your shoulders be heavy into the mat, let your hips be heavy. And then take a full breath in. Exhaling that head to be nice and heavy into the floor, enjoying Shavasana. Just take a full breath all the way in. And a big breath all the way out. Gently wiggling fingers and wiggling toes. Rolling of the wrists and rolling of the ankles. Rocking your head gently side to side. When you feel ready, extend your arms all the way overhead and point your toes away from you to get as long as you can from your fingertips to your toe tips. Big stretch with an inhale here. And then as you exhale, draw your knees into your chest, forearms wrap around your shins, give yourself a big hug. And then when you feel ready, you can make your way over to your favorite side in a fetal position. We'll take a moment, as we always do in this posture, to call to mind who in your life you are grateful for. And with a heart full of gratitude, using both hands to press you up to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Drawing your hands together at heart center once you arrive. Eyes open or closed, your choice here. And we'll take one more big breath in and out together. Inhale here. Full exhale. The light inside of me loves and honors the light inside each of you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yay, great job.